How Full is Your Bucket for Kids? This book is written by Tom Rath and Mary Reckmeyer. How full is your bucket? Felix was putting one of his last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. "I want to build with you," she said. Felix scolded. "Go away, you're too little." "I'm big. Stay back, you'll knock it over." "I can be very careful. Go away, go play with your baby toys, Anna." "Aw." Thrack. "Grandpa!" Grandpa shook his head. "Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad. When it's full, she feels great." "Didn't you ever notice your own bucket?" "Invisible bucket?" Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. But the next morning when Felix woke up, there was a small gray bucket floating above his head. When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. "I've got a meeting this morning. It's almost time to go. Anna, sit still." Felix slipped and cocoa wheat scattered across the floor. "Felix," yelled his mom, "you should have used a stool to reach that." Felix could feel his bucket dip and being a big invisible drops spilling out. Drip, drip. "Ha ha," Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoe. Drip. "Get the broom and clean that up before you miss the bus," scolded Mom. With the bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the cocoa wheats and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. But before he could even take one bite, his dog, Buster, jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Drip. "Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like that." Drip. "Psst, Felix, psst. Psst. They're whispering about him." Drip. "Watch out, you shrimp." Drip. It was still morning and Felix's bucket was almost empty. As he watched his classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. Felix slumped into a seat and waited for something else bad to happen. Miss Bumblenickel walked slowly up to his desk and handed him a paper. He could hardly bear to look. "Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class?" Felix grinned and felt a big drop land right in his bucket. Drop! Drop, plop, plink, drop. The Giganosaurus Who Wanted a Pet by me, Felix. The class grew quiet and laughed at all the right places and oohed at all the scary parts. When Felix finally read the end, everyone clapped, even Emily, who sat next to him and didn't usually like dinosaurs. Felix felt a whole shower of drops land in his bucket. Drop, drop, drop. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. At lunch, got a note from his mom in his lunchbox. Drop. Team captains today are Veronica and Felix. Drop. Nice cow, said his art teacher. It's a dog. Well, nice colors there, Felix. cool laser ant backpack, Felix. Drip, drip. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else had a bucket too. Let me help you. Drop, drop, drop. Here's your baseball. Catch. Thanks, dude. Drop. Hi, I'm Felix. Is today your first day? First day? Drop, drop. Yes, I'm Amir. The strange thing was that for every drop that he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt a drop in his bucket. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket, and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's torn doll. "Bad dog," he almost scowled. But then he thought, dogs might have invisible buckets too. "Your doll will be okay, Anna," said Felix. "Mom will fix her." Until then, do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks? And so they did. Look how full their buckets are. I like this book, How Full Is Your Bucket? Because it reminds us that everyone has a bucket, and you want to be okay by adding drops to their bucket. When he went on the playground, that every time he helped others, it also added water to his bucket. So when he helped the teacher pick up papers, when he helped the other kids get their balls, drop, drop, he also felt good about himself. So I really like this book, and it reminds me about our super kids.